Hey guys, I'm Mike Foster from People of the Second Chance, and we're talking about fear, worry, insecurity, and how these things can often sabotage our dreams and totally wreak havoc in our stories. So in this session, I want to talk specifically about a big fear that many of us wrestle with. It's not an outside fear like, being afraid of spiders or heights or a nagging fear like worry. This fear flows out from our insides, from our core identity. And I think that's why this fear is just so scary to us and we keep it buried. What is it? It's the fear of being rejected. The fear that says, I'm afraid I won't be enough. It's the sinking feeling that you are an imposter and that you don't belong. And if people knew what you really think and what you really loved and how you really are, then you would be rejected by them. This fear of rejection plagues our thoughts and derails our dreams. It keeps us from experiencing life to the fullest. You shrink back and you hold back, and those who struggle with this fear come to believe that the gift that they have, their art, their dreams, their strengths, the very things that they are designed to do is not important and not needed. They're constantly making the exhausting choice to be the false person others want rather than the true person who God made them to be. And when we struggle with this self-doubt and when we let insecurity call the shots, we actually rob the world of something really beautiful. We rob them of our true selves. We rob them of our voice. We hold back the gift. We hold back love. We hold back the very thing that we're made for. And here's something to keep in mind. The more you hold back, the less you become. But the more of yourself you release out into the world, the more love, the more confidence you feel, and the strength that you get back into your life. So all this stuff, this fear of rejection, is based on an inner voice of self-doubt. But have you ever thought about this? How come this is the one part of yourself you don't doubt? How come we never doubt the validity of our own self-doubt? Have you ever thought about it that way? And who made you the expert on you? The truth is, we are all horrible at assessing our own abilities. You know what researchers found? They found that the more competent and the more gifted people are at a particular task, the more likely they are to underestimate their own abilities. The only ones, by the way, who were 100% sure that they were the best, most amazing ever, were actually the most incompetent people, okay? So the bottom line, as a self-doubter, you are way better than you think, except at self-assessment. You totally suck at that, okay? So how do we silence self-doubt and release our true worth? Well, here's 3 simple strategies. First, we gotta watch our words. Watch how you talk about yourself. Phrases like, I could never, or I'll probably mess it up, or the ever-present, I'm sorry, need to be erased from the mixtape running in your mind. In fact, you should just tape it over with messages like, I belong here. My words do matter. My contribution does not have to be validated to be valid. Make this rule for yourself. If you wouldn't say it to someone you love, don't say it to yourself. Second, it's to find the small way to break the habit of safety. You see, you cannot grow what you will not risk. So that might mean speaking up when you would normally be silent. If your voice begins to shake, don't stop, keep sharing, because in that moment, you're breaking the fear of self-rejection. Share your true feelings when you'd rather hide. Be brave with who you are, because listen, here's the deal. You were put on earth for a purpose. Don't let worry and insecurity and self-doubt cut you off from who you really are. Lastly, change your posture. Literally, change the way you hold yourself. Author Amy Cuddy has done some amazing research that shows that just by opening up your arms and your torso and taking up more space for just 2 minutes at a time can actually affect the brain chemistry. It releases testosterone and cortisol to make you feel more confident and more able to handle stress. By the way, the opposite is also true. When you collapse your body language and you close in on yourself, you become more passive and less confident. So when the fear of rejection raises its ugly head, just remember the number one promise of God. And He says that I'll be with you. I won't leave you. I am with you always. It's now about letting faith drive your future rather than fear. You see, you and I do not need to doubt or fear who we are anymore. Your value doesn't require others' validation. You are not rejected, you are loved. And here's the deal. When you actually know your value, you'll finally stop giving people discounts. When you know your worth, you will finally stop selling yourself short. God has a plan for you. So hold your head up high, my friends, and just listen, my beloveds. Do not fear.